I am trying to make a Nimbus cloud purse. Zippers in, I'm making the little things and then I'll put inside out. But this is everywhere. Oh my god. And a lint roller does like nothing. I have to like vacuum it. It's like even on my poor cat. I mean, she's furry to begin with, but like there's fuzzies on her too. See them? Oh. Poor kitty. Yeah. It looks so weird. But I had to stuff it to see what size it would be if I kept scrunching it. Or I was gonna flip it the other way around. And the fabric is more like that. It's got that golden color, not big bird yellow, not, you know, pumpkin orange, that golden color. Yay! I'm gonna use a wire, but it's inside out. I'm gonna make an insert and I'm gonna use a wire to go over my shoulder so that way it looks invisible. So it looks like it's floating. So my Nimbus cloud purse has a hiccup, is that whatever texture this fabric is, this slips inside of, in and out of these like little baubles very easily. So one of the things that I end up having to do is I have to make sure it's very stuffed. I tied this on one end. And what I have to do to get this to really stay is I go in and I make sure I get the needle all the way across. So I'm going across like this, but in the inside. Cause see, they just deflate real quick. And that way there's a thread behind that mound of, or bunch of polyfill. So I go across again. So I went from here to here, then I went from here to here, and I'm just gonna keep doing it until, and I'm also making these tighter. It didn't matter how hard I tried to stuff it. I need to have something physically behind it, like this thread pattern I'm creating, to make sure it stays in place, which is not fun because I keep stabbing my fingers a million times. But then when I tighten it and I look at what it really looks like, I'm like, oh, this is why I'm doing this, because it actually looks really good. I'm gonna feed it back. So I went, you know, through a bunch of ways, come back to the top, and when I hold it, now if I poke this bauble as much as I want, that thread, all that thread is holding in that stuffing. And make sure it's nice and tight. And when I was a kid, I only looped once for a knot. You're actually supposed to, so it's 1, 2, 3. It tends to hold it a little bit better. I like to do it a second time. This is 1, 2, 3. It's just the way I do it. I saw one person do it that way. I was like, you wanna know what? That seems more like my style. And that way, no matter how much I move, it's not gonna just slip in and out, because whatever this texture is in this, it's just things would slip out. So yeah, you gotta do it yourself. Not fun. Well, it's fun, but it's a lot of puzzle solving. Nimbus cloud purse. She holds. Woohoo! So exciting. So this is very hard string. You have to learn how to reposition it over your shoulder several times, or just brace it and lift some of it with your hand as it hangs on your shoulder. And the wire that I am using so that it looks very invisible is the 19 strand one. And I used a crimping bead, not the tube or any of these other fancy ones. I used 3 crimping beads just because I wanted to be extra sure that this was not gonna fall apart. If it does, I'll just hold it under my arm like as if I'm holding a little pet or something under my arm, like a little chihuahua, but it's really a Nimbus cloud. So, woohoo! I legit, even though it's in the trash officially now, it looks like I wrestled like Big Bird in my living room. It's horrible. I have this stuff everywhere. Yay! So my Nimbus cloud needed a much thicker wire, and I just knotted it really tight by doing the pliers. It literally just goes through the fabric. But yay! Nimbus cloud. So cute. Wait. Oh, my little passenger for today.